Well, yeah, I'm recording now. I'm just gonna doing it for.
Okay.
Just gonna do whatever, essentially.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
Here we are.
here we are. You wanna? I don't know how we introduce this. What the fuck is this? Can you see my
Good
mouse?
way to start. So I think that's one of the mobile
Yeah, I
games.
can see your mouse. Yes.
That's Sonic Run, which
Ah,
I think are or Sonic Runners or whatever. I know there's like Sonic Run and Mario Jump, which always seems a bit backward. Oh no, it was like Sonic Jump and Mario Run.
ah.
Anyway, whatever.
It,
We're only gonna so we're gonna like rate all these games just on tier list, but just like full disclaimer, like this is not serious. For
And we're probably not going to rate all these games.
no,
No,
we're
we're
only gonna rate the ones with commentaries on.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, we'll only do the ones we've done commentaries on because we've all got like a shared experience. We're only gonna, yeah, it's just for laughs. Isn't anything too serious? That's S2. The Sonic Popcorn Shop. It's just for laughs. Like obviously, if I actually want to rate all these, I'd like make sure I've played them all and stuff like that. But this is just
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just shits and giggles.
I just thought it'd be
Just
fun.
practicing that.
Boom.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh god.
So I guess what we should do is just go through that list, just picking out each one. Right. What we need to do is we need to establish what these grades mean, because I feel like there's gonna be ambiguity.
I think the best way to approach tier lists is to like do them relatively,
Sure.
and then do make some final adjustments once you put everything on board.
Oh,
So
yeah.
can I? Well, just for a general outline, I would say S is like best game, like one of the best games ever made. A tier is like exceptional. B is like very good, so upper tier. C's mediocre, kind of take it or leave it. D is avoid, and then like E is like offensively bad. It's like D's bad, E's like bad, but it actually pisses you off.
Oh, that's the not the one I wanted to link to. I was gonna go. I was gonna order by basically the order we watched them in, essentially.
You can do that, yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Although it starts out with the prototype there, but yeah.
My little grading system is just a guideline, obviously, for loads, just as we initially put them on.
Yeah.
So
This
I guess the
thing,
first one's Sonic 1, right?
yeah, this thing's in a weird order.
Goodness.
Yeah, go find them in a needle in a haystack.
There's Sonic 1 for the GBA.
Let's say I can use that as like a temporary thing. Putting everything up here that I know we've actually watched. I guess the advanced ones are gonna go there, even though.
Yeah.
It's impossible to buff the, increase the resolution of the stream a bit. Buff. What the fuck is wrong with it? It's Sonic 1 for the serious nerd from GBA. Oh, that's better.
Yeah. It looks a lot better.
I didn't notice there was a source option, so this Sonic Advance 3. All the Sonic Advances. Oh, that's Sonic Mania Plus. Whatever.
I mean, well, I guess we watched Plus, so I suppose you put that on. I
mean,
get really technical,
Yeah,
whatever. It's there.
yeah. I was trying to.
How would they be on different tiers? Oh, well, like Ray really that piece of shit went from E to S.
Uh,
Sonic N.
what the hell is this? It looks like a Castlevania game.
I don't even I don't know all this shit.
Sonic Jam is on here twice. Game.com? Okay.
Oh my god, that's
the
not even a
game.com.
game.
Yeah, the game.com is different enough.
You could say that. One's a game, one's like not a game.
Oh, well, I guess the Sonic Unleashed games were actually relatively different in a weird way. But, yeah, they just put fucking everything in here. What is this? Here's Sonic, he's jumping.
Mobile game.
Uh,
Kind of looks like one.
yeah.
That's the 3DS version. That's a different.
Oh, it is a different game, yeah.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
That is legitimately a different game.
Uh,
Oh god, Sonic N for the N gauge.
oh, we talked about that, didn't we? In
It's
advance.
Sonic Advance 1, but on a portrait screen.
There's Sonic Forces. Perfect. Secret Rings.
We really delved deep into that. There's
Wherever Secret Rings go, just put Black Knight next to it and be like, yes.
whatever.
It's a game that people played, I guess. There's Generations. That's the real one. Sonic Shuffle. Is Sonic Shuffle like...
Chaotix is where you just put Generations.
Oh, hello. Wacky Worlds is here. That's not a Sonic game, but you know.
He's in it. It's a Sonic game.
Is that...
How many games would be Sonic games? That just
That's the Master System version of Sonic Spinball.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
get it right,
it's-
idiot.
There we go.
Look at the Robotnik design. It's actually different.
Oh god, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, you can see the mouse in the recording, good. Because it's kind of important here. I never talked about
Oh,
Beam
there's
Machine.
Sonic 1
Oh, wait.
on the left.
Hmm?
Left, down.
Oh,
Sonic
this. Oh, well, no wonder I don't recognize it. Oh, wait, is that actually... Because I never actually had a box for Sonic 1. I just had, like, the cart. Seems someone gave it to me, so... I wouldn't even recognize what the box looks like.
Yeah. That's the European one.
Okay, yeah. I think we got...
They kind of just went with whatever.
There's 4 Episode 2 and Sonic Adventure 2 down there.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, well... Adventure 2, yeah. Oh, there's Sonic... Okay, there we go. I think that's...
Are we lumping Sonic 4 together? Cause... Well, no, because they have
No,
distinct
because they're
games.
very...
They are
Yeah.
Weirdly different, yeah. I still don't know which one's worse, but I guess we'll get to that.
One's worse.
I don't know. 2 felt like twice as long.
But when we were watching that, we'd already just sat through episode 1, you know?
That's hard to say. Oh, there's Black Knight. I don't care, though. I think we got everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I never looked at Sonic Rush. I actually wanted to do that because I remember that game being dumb. But oh well.
Well, we didn't. It doesn't exist.
Where does Sonic 1 go? Because Sonic 1 is like... When you get
It
past
goes
the...
an A,
Maybe B.
probably.
I'd say B, because it's like...
It might shift when we put more things in. I'd say B personally, because it's.
Yeah.
I've played it again recently. It's good, but it's like Sonic 2's. It's significantly better. The
Yeah,
level design, the spin dash.
yeah, I just always remember Sonic 1 just feeling kind of off compared to... But then again, I also
Well,
played it after the fact, so...
Yeah, same. But it's like it's still just a. It feels more like a traditional platforming composed. So I'd say B, but we can move these around
Yeah,
later. I would say Sonic 2. So Sonic 2, I don't know, is either A or S because I think that's one of. I think Sonic 2 is a candidate for the best in the series.
I think you like Sonic 2 more than I do, but I still like it a lot, so...
I think it's probably an S. I don't think we're going to get that many good games that we can use, put it in A, realistically.
Fair enough.
I mean, again,
Like, I do think it's less than Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but not enough to knock it down like an entire tier
Right,
from what
yeah.
we're going to do.
I wouldn't mind it being an A and Sonic 3 Knuckles being an S though, because S is just such a huge kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that is a big game.
I'll agree with that. I think Sonic 2 is a great game, but I think Sonic 3 and Knuckles is... Are we considering them the same game, or are we judging them differently?
Well, we're gonna say it's the same game. I think
Okay.
anytime I play it, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna play that. I'm not gonna separate them. So do you want to stick Sonic 3 Knuckles very top
yeah.
there?
Also, you could actually beat Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, yeah, to think it's
Okay, so next is Sonic 4. Actually, we didn't even do it by order. We did CD in the first video. So that was...
You've dragged them onto there. We'll just do them as we see them.
Yeah, yeah.
The CD,
CD, what the hell is it?
it's on the left.
Oh, right.
So,
So,
like, I've voiced my complaints about CD, but like in the grand scheme of things, like, it's not that bad. I think it's like overrated, but I don't think it's.
C. It's like BC borderline.
yeah, it's...
Yeah, I'll go with C. I don't hate the game. Like, I'm
Yeah.
quite critical of it, and I say like, you know, when it says it's like the best game series, I'm like, no, but I don't hate it either. And it's certainly better than a lot of these games.
Yeah, I'm definitely in, like, B or C. I'm not really sure. Because I would say it's a little on par with Sonic 1, just in terms of, like,
Yeah.
Sonic 1's really rough, and then Sonic CD is, like, too experimental. Like, they took it in a weird direction.
Which isn't really their fault, because they didn't really have
It's true.
much to go on, but... Yeah, I wouldn't even mind as this goes on. I can picture those two being on the same tier, but I would just leave it as it is.
Yeah, we'll leave it if... And then... God.
Just go from left to right, so we're doing... I guess we're already
Nah,
going
I
to
just...
say.
I was like...
Yeah, go chronologically.
Yeah.
I would say that I would give that D. It's not 06 bad. It's not Shadow bad. It's,
Yeah, no. If
It's
we're...
dumb. It's too easy. It's too repetitive, but it's not
Yeah.
fundamentally broken.
Yeah, it's... I would say it's not a good game, but E tier has definitely got a lot of contenders. Or at least a few contenders, and,
If this wasn't the Sonic series, it would be E tier.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. God.
D's like bad, but it's not like make my blood boil bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I think 3D's. God, 3D.
3D is so hard to.
Yeah. I have a
There's
bias
also
towards
that
this game because of just like playing when I was younger and having one of my favorite soundtracks, but it is...
The director's cut helps a bit, but still. I don't feel right putting it on the same tier as CD. I don't even like CD that much, but I just feel like CD's better
There's
than
got to be
3D.
some sort of like. We'll revisit that and shuffle them around once we put them all there, because like at some point there is some tier flattening going on, you know.
I would say I like 3D a lot more than CD, but that's just me.
It does what it does. It's just a hard comparison. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like 1-to-1 a 2D Sonic game, you know.
Oh yeah, they're very
Keep it on
different.
C
so-
for now. I
Yeah.
don't mind it being on C. It's flawed, but it's not as bad as people say.
And then speaking of things that are not similar to normal Sonic games, Spinball.
C or
put on
B,
B.
Yeah.
maybe
So-
C.
No, I like Spinball. It's
Alright.
it's a different game. It's very, very different. It sticks out, but it's not... I don't think there's anything wrong with it, other than it's...
It's just a spin-off.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a spin-off game, so...
Fine.
Get that shit out of here. Next up is... Sonic Adventure, because holy shit.
That's it. Yeah.
There was a huge gap.
D or E. That
It's-
game was
it's
so
not
hard
E.
to watch.
It's not E, but it is not above D. Like, honestly, like...
It's really bad.
It's bad, but it's not unplayable in any
It's
fashion.
close.
E doesn't make me hate. It doesn't make me hate the world.
Yeah, it's just when we get some of these other things in it, it's just that's worse than Adventure 2 and Heroes.
Oh yeah, for
Well,
sure.
I guess we'll get to the. Well, no, I put it in deep. And I almost feel like, yeah, I kind of feel like giving it a pass just because it was the first try. Even though you shouldn't really use that as an excuse, but it is an excuse. I don't know. It's.
I mean, when it's the 3D, that is like one of the biggest jumps and most, a lot of people fucking mess that up.
I'm just trying to think back to when we actually watched it, though, just how intolerable it got towards the end. Just all the when you got to the other characters, but
I don't think that game was ever bad. It was just very mediocre. Like, it is just super boringly mediocre.
I'll put it
So,
in D then.
yeah.
Oh, D, not E. D.
Yeah. I'd say so. And then, so of course the follow-up.
Adventure 2.
And then this is where I think...
Is it good enough to be in C?
I'd say so. If only because at least one part of that game was actually like I'd actually say is good. It just
So
wasn't good enough.
I'm gonna like just say this.
Mhm.
I don't like Adventure 2, but I'll be willing to put it in C if you're willing to let me put Heroes in C as well.
No, yeah, I would say
Oh,
they're roughly on the same level. I'd say.
Yeah, just in different ways, you know.
Yeah.
Like, they're both got their own
Like
plot.
they
I'd
both.
say Heroes is almost better than 2, but
I would argue that, but
I can see that, if only because like it's more focused. Like the thing about, I think the best parts of Adventure 2 are better than Heroes, but there's also more bad parts.
like those treasure hunting levels.
The treasure hunting and the gun.
Like
stuff.
yeah, Heroes is like more flawed throughout, but but there's no like gameplay segments. So you just start and just like, oh no, like the car sequence in Adventure 2, you're just like, what is this?
It's more. It's
I don't
more
think
uneven.
Heroes-
Like
Well,
Adventure
then
2 is
this-
more uneven.
maybe might get into B at this point.
I tell you what we can do. We could like put them in horizontally in something of an order as well.
Yeah,
Maybe, like,
I tend to do that myself. So, but at the same time,
I would wait until we're later to put them horizontally. I think.
Okay.
yeah, generally, because I'm gonna have
that's
to
at the end then.
organize everything anyway. I'm pretty comfortable with how this is as is, but we'll see. We gotta throw the advanced games in at some point, if we're gonna do those. And
Advanced Mode might be B.
Yeah.
yeah, it's very solid, but it doesn't excel.
Yeah,
I'd
it's definitely on par with Sonic 1.
Yeah,
would say.
absolutely. Yeah, I'd say that. I'd rather play advanced, but like,
It is what it is.
yeah.
I don't know. I do like Sonic 1. Just for the record, it's just
I think
I think
Sonic
I'm
1's
for
fine.
Sonic 1. I think Sonic 1's better than Advanced 1.
I'd argue for advanced.
We'll do the order after.
Yeah.
Get on later levels.
If-
Advanced 2's interesting because Advanced 2's like not the best 2D Sonic game, but it's so different that kind of makes it all worth playing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the
Like,
one I never played, and I feel bad I didn't because it actually looks pretty fun, but definitely in a
I
different
wouldn't.
way.
I can say it's A though.
It's B.
It's B. It's
Probably,
B.
yeah.
It's like a high B probably.
Yeah, it's like Sonic Advance 1 is better as a traditional Sonic game. 2's like not as good, but it's got that weird like emphasis on speed that I actually quite enjoy. And it's not just a boost button either.
Right, yeah. It's not
So
rush.
it's probably on. Yeah, it's on par. Probably.
Advanced 3 is a C tier, isn't it? Maybe even a D tier.
Yeah.
No, it's not a D tier.
I'd stick on C. It's playable. It's not.
Just-
It's better than Chaotix, let's say.
yeah.
Which also did the 2-player like tag team thing for some reason.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. Well, since we did our heroes already, now it's Shadow. Now it's Shadow.
Wow.
The D tier.
Shadow the E.
We
Shadow.
couldn't even watch it. We couldn't even watch it.
Oh, right, that's right. Couldn't even
We
finish
didn't
that
even
game.
watch it all. We just couldn't stand it anymore. That's a terrible idea executed terribly.
Yeah,
Every
pretty
part
much.
of it is awful. There's nothing redeeming about it, apart from like ironically laughing at it. But even then, it's boring. The only thing worse than a bad game is a boring game.
Absolutely. I'm just trying to
Big
think in my head. I
push.
was like, all right, now does Sonic's 2006 go in front or behind Shadow?
I mean, when you're in E, it doesn't really matter. But
It's like
I would rather, if you put a gun in my head, I'd rather play 06 personally. I guess. No.
Oh,
'cause then
06 is the worst game, but that makes it better because the
Yeah.
things are so far negative that you just want to go even more negative. It's such a weird. It's that place where quality is so bad that it just becomes very weird to talk about.
Yeah, it's like a B movie kind of. It's like it's worse, but it's like it's kind of it's interesting to see how bad it is, and yeah, it's got like the hope world and the silver bits are awful. I mean the silver levels are intolerable, but like the silver levels are Shadow's entire campaign, you know?
counterpoint though, we watched all of 06 without loading times.
That's a good point, but
That would make the game like 10 times more insufferable to play, I think.
that's true.
That's such a hard choice, honestly.
Oh god. Oh god.
I still think 06 is like funny, man, but Shadow's just like a piece of shit.
That's true, yeah, we actually watched 06 out of curiosity, whereas Shadow we gave up on.
I like the bit in 06 when like Shadow does like a roundhouse kick into Silver's head.
Shadow does better things in 06 than Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, but yeah. And there's Sonic levels in 06, like they're bad, but they at least look relatively like they could hold your attention.
Yeah.
Even if they are buggy as hell, like it looks. I don't like using the word playable, but relatively playable. Not boring,
Oh god.
but it's E-tier. Like they're both fucking awful.
Yeah.
The reputation for both is well warranted from what we've seen. Again, we haven't played these games. Not fair, but
Because we're not crazy.
No.
I mean, I played Shadow.
You are crazy.
Yeah, I am crazy. So, Secret Rings,
That's so fucking whatever. Just D. I don't fucking know. And I
who
don't
cares?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was considering whether it's C or D, but looking at the things we put in C, it's definitely D. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just not as good as those.
Yeah.
It's not as good as CD. Like, come on. Do you know what?
Next is
no, we-
Unleashed.
That was so fucking whatever. Like COD.
That's another one we couldn't get through. But it's not as offensive as E because. Yeah.
It's hard to say because the daytime stuff actually looks like it's like prototype for what would go on to be the next few games, and was actually like it didn't look all that great to me, but it was definitely a step up from some of the worst of the series. But the nighttime stuff was.
I would say it's on par with Sonic. I would put it in D.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it is better than that, but that.
It's really weird how they keep doing this thing where it's just like, oh, we have half of a decent game, and then we added all this other crap onto it.
Yeah, it might be C if I actually sat down and played it. What I saw didn't look that special. Maybe it's C. I'm really torn between C and D.
I think D just
I
because
think it's D.
yeah,
I think
like-
it can't get higher than D because
not only because of the nighttime segments, the writing, the fucking just the bizarre pace of it, and
The night segments at least looked playable though. It looked crappy. It wasn't like. It wasn't silver, it wasn't shadow, you know?
I think after
Oh,
hearing that
no.
music over and over, I would probably get sick of it regardless.
I still don't know if D seems a bit harsh.
No, I think it's pretty firmly. It's on the same level as Adventure, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, fine.
So,
Okay, fine.
and then we did Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I think we kind of jumped ahead a bit because we skipped
Episode
colors.
one's left.
Oh yeah, this one. And
That's D, if not E.
it's at least it could be E.
That might be E.
It could be E. It'd be better than the other two things in E, but it could still be E.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd be alright with it going in E. That was like shocking. That was if we're talking about E being one that pisses me off, then that did piss me off.
yeah. No,
It
that
seemed
was.
just the name as well, you know, like, and there's some of those like gimmicky, like the torch level and things like that. It's just like, what are you doing? Minecart.
I think that was
is not a
2.
game.
4
No,
2
no,
that.
no, that was
No,
episode
that
1.
was Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Episode 2 was a little lighter on gimmicks, but it mostly was just like the sky chase thing, which kind of went on forever. I still think the episode 2 was like equally as bad as 1, but like
I
different
don't
ways.
think it was equally as bad.
I think it's
was bad, but
just
it's-
enough to sneak into D.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's D. I don't think it's as bad. It's not as offensive.
It's not
as
as
that.
late. It's not
It's
as
not as
lazy.
lazy. Yeah, they put more effort in clearly, even just graphically. Like,
It did
like,
yeah.
like episode
Yeah, it
one
doesn't
like,
look
that's-
horrible. Yeah, jeez. What the fuck?
Episode 1 is just like, what is this? Like it looks like a really early iPhone. which it kind of was.
I do want to emphasize it. It just felt like it went on way too long, and the music was just worse somehow.
Yeah, but it's still. I would
No,
still put
I
it in
mean,
D. It's not
Yeah,
as
still low D. So
they at least tried. And I don't know, some of the levels were alright. Even if they went on too long. I like the carnival snow level. Like that was neat.
oh yeah.
There's Metal Sonic fight seemed alright.
The
It seemed
background's really
playable.
nice. Yeah.
I mean, D's still crap, you know.
Yeah, it's still
not
low.
good, but-
So. Oh man.
But episode 1, the reason I want them on different tiers is because I just cannot stress how fucked up episode 1 is. It's just the
Yeah.
sheer lack of effort.
No, I agree with this. I think this works.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
don't know
Yeah.
if there's any debate there.
Well, when it comes to comparing those two, there might be a debate, but yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like Sonic 2 is on its own tier in A. It is, as far as our list goes, yeah, it's like the only game that's just really good without being the best.
There's a part of me that prefers Sonic 2 to Mania because it's like its own. It's getting kind of meta, but it's like its own. It's more of its own experience. But yeah.
I think you have more nostalgia for 2.
It's
than I do.
nostalgia. I can't
Yeah.
really separate nostalgia. Yeah, I suppose.
Which I mean, is
There's
fair.
also like the scheme of it being relative as well. Like, are we rating this as, as a game that was released 1992, or are we reviewing it as if we were to play it today? You know, it's
I think all of it's
It's
pretty
on a-
retrospective, in all honesty.
yeah.
So I think with that in mind, like Sonic 2 is, yeah, I think it's in a nice spot. I think
Okay,
actually everything makes
yeah.
sense here.
We're getting through this quite quickly.
That's
Yeah, it's hard because
It's not that bad.
the gameplay
The
actually
plot
looks okay,
Yeah.
but oh my god, the writing in that one.
It's for kids.
D. I'd say D.
No, you could do
D.
But that was can't
Low
really,
D.
you know.
It's
you
not
could do
offensive.
kid writing way better than that though. Like
I know
was-
that, but
Yeah,
I'm also
absolutely.
saying I know that. I was like infuriated by it as you are.
I don't know if I was infuriated. That was one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. But like,
Yeah.
like that was just insulting.
Yeah.
Like
I still don't think it's E though. It's not. Well,
I think the
No.
writing is I think the gameplay at least brings it up to being like passable because it didn't look like. It actually, honestly, might have even been fun to play aside from the classic Sonic stuff. That stuff looked really lame.
yeah, it just looks kind of painfully mediocre. It's not
Yeah.
an embarrassment.
We skipped over Generations then.
Yeah.
Did we? Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
you kind of just reached over and grabbed that. Okay.
I totally blanked on that apparently.
Yeah,
Oh
that's,
yeah, I did. Okay.
Generate. Are we doing generate? Right, that's
Yeah.
A or B.
See, I'm the one who doesn't have first-hand experience with Generations, so
I would say B because
B.
I
B.
would-
It's not as good as Sonic 2.
I would not put it on the same tier as Sonic 2, which is I'm still amused that it's on its own tier list, but I mean its own tier rather.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I think it's good on B.
Yeah, because it's not as good as Sonic 2, but it's not bad in any form. It's
I would say it's on par with those other games.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I've gone through this quite quickly.
Yeah, no, it just kind of.
I thought it'd take longer than that. It felt like it when we were doing the commentaries.
I know there was just so much of it.
I haven't missed anything.
I don't think so. I think we just skipped over a lot of games.
There's all like weird ports there as well. You know, like the
Oh god, there's a ton of them. man.
phone versions and things like that. But yeah, we've definitely got everything right. I just don't
Yeah.
want to like do this video and then go, oh shit, we didn't talk about Sonic Eraser, you know?
Mega collection. Yeah, no, we did everything that we talked about in our videos we've covered. So,
yeah.
Okay, so looking at that,
but
so no order each tier. This isn't as important, but
no, but it is. It gives us something to talk about. I find it interesting. I think.
S tier is one of those impossible questions that's talking about like a really good modern game versus a really good classic game.
I I'm trying to get nostalgia out of the way, but I would personally put. Again, it's like really close. It doesn't even matter. They're both amazing, but I would personally put Sonic 3 Knuckles slightly above Mania, just because it's more of a. It sounds stupid, like more like because I played them both like recently. It's more like a consistent experience, and like the levels are unique. Whereas Sonic Mania is great, but it is reusing a lot of stuff from previous games, and it's I don't know the way you jump between the different levels. It doesn't feel as seamless.
I think you said it once. Like the thing is, like Sonic Mania wouldn't exist without Sonic 3 and the other classic games. So
yeah, and you've got like I don't know. It feels like there's more like consistency throughout it, whereas Sonic Mania is literally pulling things from different games made by different people.
Yeah, I mean, I think they do it very well, but
they do it well, but it's still I don't know. I just feel like Sonic 3 Knuckles still.
Yeah, Sonic 3 Knuckles is just unique. Like Sonic Mania borrows a lot from it, but Sonic 3 Knuckles is just like a very. It's like it feels to me like the definitive experience for Sonic.
Yeah, that's the peak. I feel so.
Yeah.
I would put that above that, but only just.
I go left to right, so it's pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is better, Sonic 2 or Sonic 2?
Damn.
Shit. Guess it's Sonic 2 then.
Is it Sonic 2 or Ghost Sonic 2?
That's. Yeah. Well, yeah. A tier.
Okay, now we get interesting.
I keep looking at these and being like, is there anything we put? It's like, no. This is. I think all of these are perfectly fine.
I don't know.
Throw Spinball at the end there. I don't dislike Spinball, but it's not.
See,
it's
the
not
thing is,
great.
I'm definitely willing to put Generations above the advanced games.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
And I'm almost willing to put it above Sonic 1. Because I just Sonic, well, like, it's just, I think there's just like, it's really, really annoying to have to use save states to really get through the game.
Get through what game?
Sonic 1.
Sonic 1.
Sonic 1? Sonic 1's easy.
What? No. Sonic 1
Sonic
is
1?
Sonic 1 is tough. I don't like that. I think it's a...
No. There's no tough part. Maybe Labyrinth Zone's a bit.
You got Labyrinth Zone and the
But if you use the shortcut, it's easy.
I don't
You
know
just
the
bypass the whole level. I don't think Sonic 1's hard. I've never thought that. I think the hardest game on there is probably Sonic 2, just because of that final boss.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, isn't Sonic 1 also a boss where you fight with Dome Rings?
No.
I thought you...
Well, there's the final boss, but it's a yeah, but the final boss is Sonic 1. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm losing perspective because I've played it a lot, but
I've always found the game very difficult. Mostly, there's, what was it like, yeah, the Spring Yard Zone boss, you can just fall into a pit and die as he breaks away the floor. The Labyrinth Zone is just awful. Labyrinth Zone boss is, like, the worst thing. And then...
I think the real thing
yeah, I guess.
I'm it's really obnoxious that you have to start the whole game over.
Yeah.
I mean, this might be a thing like with me and Dynamite Teddy. Like, I've kind of lost perspective on the difficulty because I've played it so much. So I don't view it as difficult, but that's if you do, I guess I just kind of forget that. So that's fine. If you want to put Generations ahead of that, then that's fine. Because 11 Zoom is pretty shitty. No, you've reminded me.
Yeah. I also don't think...
You're playing the game and you're just like,
I think, but also, like, the weirdness of the classic Sonic, I don't think it actually makes it any better than Sonic 1 IMO. It's like, I still like Sonic 1, but it is a kind of a tough game with, it has, like, the 3-act thing, too, so it feels a lot like there's a lot less content, even though...
Yeah, padded.
Yeah, it feels padded. But,
if you want to put Generations ahead of that, that's fine. Okay. Fair.
I kind of don't. I think it's actually fine where it is. But that's just me. Just because I think Generations has some shared problems just with the just the weirdness of classic Sonic. Just not really.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
It just always felt weird because it's like, oh hey, it's classic Sonic, but it's not at all classic because it doesn't have any of the level conventions.
Yeah, and the physics are really just kind of all good.
Yeah. But
okay, that's fine then.
I think they were. That's in advance.
Sure.
I think so. Spinball may or may go above Advance 2. It's a hard sell.
I
They
think
both feel like, yeah. And kind of looking at this, Spinball's like probably the most different as of not being a conventional platformer.
It's the only one we covered that's really a spin-off.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
that's true. We only cover that because it's still kind of like a 2D. Yeah, it's like a 2D.
Because there weren't a million spin-offs at that point, so we're just like, hey, whatever.
Yeah, before we were kind of overwhelmed.
I think we mostly covered just because we covered everything on the Genesis, including its add-ons. It just
There
felt...
really weren't that many Sonic games on the console, despite it being famous for that. There weren't actually that many.
Yeah.
I think Spinball's fine. Like, I do like Spinball, but it is very kind of limited, I guess, and that is just pinball.
I'd rather take a quote real Sonic game over it.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
Advance 1 and 2.
Yeah, so I think that's in a nice spot. This one's gonna get weird. The C tier.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
might be the most difficult one because this is one where we're not all agreed that they're all like great, but we're also
I think
Yeah,
yeah. I think,
it's also has a lot of hard to compare to each other ones in it.
that's
yeah, this
true.
is quite diverse.
There's a lot of disparity here. But
Like,
I'm quite quite vocal. Like I'm quite a big critic of CD, but I would probably leave it where it is. It is probably the best of those.
3D Blast.
3D Blast is like kind of an impressive but underwhelming game if you discount the really awful platforming segments that happened like twice. Like they're so it's so minute, but at the same time they suck so much.
It is a platform game though.
Yeah, it's not much of one.
I
honestly.
would drag it to the end of that. I wanna be like part of like the team that defends it, but I just have to be honest with myself. It's not.
I don't know. I can't. Okay, I can put it below Heroes.
Yeah.
I can put it below. Maybe below Sonic 2. Not below Sonic Advance 3.
Yeah, I'd rather play Advance 3 than 3D, honestly.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, it's Advance 3's got like a lot of problems, but it's still at the end of the day, it's still a decent 2D Sonic game. It's still not this weird kind of. Like I appreciate 3D for what it was trying to do, but still I'd rather play a traditional Sonic game over it.
Alright,
Personally,
yeah.
that's just me. I get where you're coming from. I kind of want to. It gets shit on a lot, and I kind of feel like it's not that bad. And I want to defend it, but also it's still in C. It's still not terrible.
Yeah, it's the thing is, I think a lot of the best things about it aren't the gameplay, and that's not a good sign.
I'm sure a lot of people would like see just put 3D and CD in the same like ranking, and just be outraged. Yeah. But when you actually like sit down and discuss them, yeah.
Sonic CD is like, it's got the weirdness of like, you know, the oldness of Sonic 1, but just what it makes up for.
Amplified.
Yeah, like what it has instead is just kind of weird. Like it has good music, but it also has just the fucking searching for stuff. Yeah.
The level design is atrocious. Like it's just a fucking mess.
It I still think it should be above Sonic Heroes, but it's actually closer than many would think. I think.
Yeah. Sonic.
Yeah.
These two, I think these two are. It's definitely it's hard to fight because it is. I think we talked about earlier, where it's just.
It's about variance.
Yeah, and
higher highs, lower lows.
I think the tipping point is that Sonic Heroes isn't up its own ass plot-wise.
As someone who's like strongly prefers like classic Sonic over what they did in Adventure, I do lean towards Heroes a fair bit. That's like just kind of my thing. Whereas I see like the present in Adventure 2, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I will say I think that the things that Heroes gets right are much more things that I wish they had kind of stuck with. Whereas, and the thing is, like, I guess because by comparison, Sonic Adventure 2 gets one thing right, and that's the Sonic levels, but not right enough that it saves it, you know?
It props up those other two gameplay types.
Yeah. I still think, yeah, Sonic Heroes is just full of fucking weirdness, but it has a lot of things going for it, I'd say.
I mean, it's as buggy as hell, but like the levels all look like Sonic levels. The music's good, and every level's like just a normal action game level.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing too. It's like it's not a high bar, but it's at least consistent. When it's not like bugging out.
I think the main problem that Heroes has is just repetitiveness.
The fact that you've got to beat like the campaign 4 times.
Yeah.
But at least the characters are different. The characters talk too much, and the game's buggy as hell, but it's not terrible.
I never thought I'd say that Heroes is better than Adventure 2, but hindsight is a hell of a thing.
I should also remind us that we didn't watch the entirety of Heroes, we just watched the one playthrough. Because it is padded.
Yeah, but that's the thing, yeah, it's just too padded, but I say if we were just going baseline like the actual gameplay, Heroes had more good things going for it than, you know...
I suppose having to play a game that's fine like multiple times is the worst crime in the world.
Yeah. I'd say like the 1/3 of Adventure 2 that I like is better than Heroes, but it's only 1/3 of that game.
Yeah.
And even the design of Heroes is a lot more of a fit for Sonic, with like the colors and I think even the team up mechanic, it kind of really works out considering you know, like Sonic and Tails has always been a thing.
Levels are quite branching as well.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean they did that, but they also added like death pits everywhere. That was
it's like after the first level, every level's like in a big skybox.
Yeah.
Weird, but whatever.
Weird game.
So settled there. My real curiosity is what we do with those last 2 games. I don't know if they're better or worse than the 3D ones. Like I don't really know, to be honest with you.
We did put them down here because like like we put 3D. I think we put 3D below the other 2 like on purpose because it's kind of a dead end.
Yeah. It's not... It's got a good soundtrack, but it's not worth getting back to. You know?
I've never really rushed to replay, even I played the director's cut, it's just kind of...
Yeah, no,
it improved it, but...
It's one of those games that you're not going to miss anything if you don't play it. Like, even Advance 3 has at least something kind of unique to it with the very in-depth team-up mechanics. But... Yeah, I think...
I was almost like thinking about putting in D, but no, it's
nah,
it is what it is. It's like it's quite tech demo. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's interesting enough to be in C, but I don't think it's bad enough to be in D.
Fair enough. What about Advance 3? Is that better or worse than those 2 3D games?
It was just kind of one ear out the other for me, honestly, this one. It felt like it was so... Because you remember the really horrible conditions for getting the emeralds in that one. It's like one of the worst ones
I kind of
forget
that because I really bother because I'm lazy.
I mean, you know.
If I wanted to do a tier list with like this special stage, it's like I'd put most things in E and D because I can never be bothered with them. That's whatever. I don't.
I don't know. That one completely, like, there was the 3 acts, the music. I didn't like the music in that one. It was terrible.
Whoa, I wouldn't say that.
In Advance 3? There was, I don't know.
It wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible. No, I mostly remember that, like, was it this one that had, like, the Green Hill Zone? Or, like, the Sunset Hill?
Green Hill. That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
And it, like, sounded really odd.
That's GBA for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good tracks. I wouldn't say the soundtrack's bad.
Oh, no, he had it, like, the...
It's not amazing. It's not one of the best, but it's...
Yeah. Oh no,
fine.
yeah, that's right. It had some like the futures. Okay, no, so that was all right. I just mostly
Like
remember that Sonic
Ocean
said
Phase is
everything.
pretty good, Chaos Angel is pretty good, or it's kind of weird for a Sonic game.
Yeah.
The choir music.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I suppose you could just leave that there. It doesn't.
I mean, at the end of the day, no, but yeah, I think it's fine where it is.
I think it's better in 3D, and then if it's better in the 3D games, then it's just kind of whatever. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Okay.
These where we
I'm
like
going to go out on a limb and say, at this point, I'd say Sonic the Hedgehog 4 and Chaotix are near the bottom of this tier.
That was gonna go the other way around. Chaotix is crappy, but it's playable. It's still those 2D Sonic are intact.
Yeah, but it's so aimless. It's like there is a game there, but not really, because you can
Level
just kind of
things.
fucking roll over it like completely.
I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll do Sonic 4 and Chaotix first, because they're both 2D games. That's it. That's an easy comparison to make. Which one's better? I can't believe I'm saying this. I would actually say Sonic 4 is better than Chaotix. Episode 2 at least. It's bland as hell, but it's not like it's. I mean, if you're talking about like which one feels padded, which one seems to drag on, Chaotix is worse. They both drag on, but then again, Chaotix has really fucking good music.
And 4 has.
Well, the opposite of that, yeah. I mean, when the tier where it's just like, who just don't play these games, who cares? But
4 feels really padded too.
But it's not 5 acts.
True.
I mean, also we're watching the whole game like one sitting as well, so it's just like. Sonic 4 is bland as hell, but like the rubber band mechanic, Chaotix just doesn't work. It just slows everything down. It's too easy. Sonic 4 is bland, but it's not like.
Okay, yeah, like what I was saying before about like how Chaotix isn't really a game because it's just like there's no opposition at all.
Yeah.
Feels like you're playing fucking Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Oh god. Oh man. No, I think I would agree that I think Chaotix deserves to be at the back end. At the very least between these two.
Right, we'll put those two. We'll compare those two for now. We'll slide them in between those 3D games. So speaking of which, is
let's see.
Secret Rings, I just don't give.
Okay, so like I think Adventure is out of these 4, Adventure hits the lowest lows, and none of them like it doesn't hit high enough highs to like put it over top of the other 3. I think it's the worst of those 4.
Oh my god.
Mostly for its lows. Like
I think
maybe arguable with Secret Rings. That one's kind of tough.
I would put personally. I think Adventure 1 and Secret Rings are the worst of those 3D lots. But which one of those is worse than the other? I'm not sure yet. Secret Rings is like borders on like a Spinball-esque spin-off though, because it's entirely on rails. It's just.
But it felt.
It feels
so
like a
pointless.
Kinect game, you know?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, now I'm remembering it's on rails. I'm just like, ugh.
And no, the level progression, we were like replaying the level at different parts and then going back, and it was.
Yeah, that part.
It's the end.
Yeah, okay. I think you've convinced me that Rings is under Adventure.
I would stick it on the far.
It also probably depends on how much you like go insane over Wii controls too. But
yeah, I'm not a fan
even
of them.
disregarding that, I'd probably put Adventure above there, and then.
I'm like trying
Forces and Elite are hard because we don't really know much about
I feel. I mean, it's not quite fair to put rings on here at all because we only watched an hour of it, but still, it's just that the rail thing just feels like a glorified tech demo, and I just.
I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually played some of Secret Rings too, so
Yeah, same.
I guess you do.
It's you kind of get the gist of it from just watching it, honestly. That like it
Okay.
is just a Wii game, an autorunner Wii game. With the
Well, look, just judging by what I've seen, I would stick on the far right. That's just me,
yeah.
basing that on what I've seen, because I just do not want to play that. Period. I would put that beyond Chaotix even.
it's tough.
I'm just
That's
looking at
not
3D
even
ones for now.
Game. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
That's
that's
definitely
a
the right. Well,
3D,
of those,
2D, and then.
okay, of those four, Secret Rings is the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the most incompetently made. It does what it does fine, but I just don't like that. Like, it knows what it is, but it's still not something I would want to play.
Worse is Unleashed.
I would honestly make the argument that Sonic Adventure would be the best one of these 6, which is mostly due to a lot of it is me giving it too much credit because it is kind of like
I do think,
It's
yeah,
it's not nostalgia as well, though, based. I'm just trying to
you are
find
definitely giving it a little too much credit for being the first,
You weren't
and
being that
also
kind.
because there are a lot of bad modes in it.
You were not
That's
that
true.
kind when we were sitting through it.
Mostly I'm thinking about the fact that I love that soundtrack a whole bunch.
Well, yeah.
True, but
I mean, to be fair, yeah, no, I wasn't all that nice to it, but then that was before I saw, acknowledged Shadow the Hedgehog, and then saw Sonic 06.
Well, I know that, but we're coming back to Forces and Unleashed. And of those, I don't know. It just feel. I mean, I will say, like, one thing I would say is undisputed is that it is like way more incompetently made. Now, if you want to like defend it for being on an older system and it's like the first 3D game, that's fine. But like objectively, it is more incompetently made. Like the animations are terrible. Like the incorporation of cutscenes just look really fucking janky. It is. I'm not saying it's better or worse than those other games, but I'm saying it is of those. Well, of the 3 we've narrowed it down to, like it is the most incompetently made.
I find it
I'm not saying it's
difficult.
the worst.
Yeah, I find it very difficult to decide between these 3.
It is janky as hell.
It is, absolutely. Like, it is so much worse than its sequel that it's not even funny. And the sequel still has a couple of game modes that really don't need to be there, but it's like they narrowed it down from the 6 game modes, but didn't narrow it enough. But anyway, I might actually make an argument that Force is better than Unleashed, if only because the sum of the 3 game modes in Forces looked better than the...
yeah, I would definitely
That's
say
fine.
Forces looks better than Unleashed because
Yeah.
none of the game modes look like they're not Sonic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as weird as the OC mode was, it still kind
Yeah,
of
I mean, it actually looked pretty Sonic-y gameplay, even if it was had some weird bits to it.
yeah.
Is Adventure better or worse than Unleashed? It's just again, like I said, it's more Unleashed is more competently made. But
Unleashed is more
I would
mediocre.
I would rather play. I think you see, I mean, it's fun to think of like the Sonic segments in the Adventure one, but then you've got the other gameplay types. You're just like, oh god.
No, honestly, Unleashed is a lot more mediocre at its worst, whereas Adventure is bad at its worst.
Yeah, this thing is, yeah, the way how it's stupid, but it's. Actually, I can imagine I'd rather play like a crappy God of War clone than Big's fishing levels, or even some of those like the mech levels. Just
God, yeah.
Okay.
okay. So I would say the 3D games, and then you just throw in those 2D ones, which
I think Chaotix is still at the bottom because it's still not a game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's, I mean, Secret Rings is barely a game as well. It's just on rails.
It is a game. Like it seems like you
crap
need to
game.
react to things. It's a crap game, but it's still a game.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd rather have the freedom of movement in Chaotix. Like,
Or might be better than Sonic in the Secret Rings.
I was gonna say that, yeah. It's... Yeah, yeah. I think I'm actually okay with this. Honestly. Maybe actually bump Sonic 4 up over here. Never mind.
Ah, that.
I don't think Chaotix is worse than the on rails game. I don't like
I
Chaotix.
think the
It's still a
on-rails
game.
game knows what it is. It's
Yeah.
an on-rails. And
No.
there's not anything inherently.
I'm on Yoshi's side here. I think Chaotix is just so nothing. For the record, I don't think the music's all that good either. I'm just gonna say it. It had a couple of good tracks.
It's not CD good. But it's good.
But,
Yeah, fine. It just seems wrong. Like me, like just above E. It's not that. Well, whatever.
I think it was...
No, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
That was one of the worst experiences I've ever had watching a game, was that, because Jesus Christ.
But you're not supposed to sit through it in one session.
It's a...
Okay,
that's
it's fine. It's
That's
fine.
a bad
The game's
argument
stuff.
too.
That's fine.
It's a 32... It's a Sega Genesis game, essentially. Like, it's not an RPG.
Yeah, I know, but it's got a save feature. You're not.
It's not Shining Force, like, come on.
They're not putting a gun. Not putting a gun to your head and say you gotta finish this. Otherwise
Yeah, but at the same
delete
time,
it.
it's like it's only not supposed to be finished in one sitting because it's too boring to be sitting.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm. That's my point. Yeah. Would be as boring if you try to sit.
All these other games have save features too.
I'm pretty sure I'd be bored of most of these if I tried to sit through them at once. Alright, no,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I don't think, I think I've just got nostalgia for that just general period of the games.
Chaotix is
So
like...
that's fine.
It has... It's really nice looking. Like, Chaotix
It
has,
has
like,
a
that
lot more
Mania thing,
potential.
where, like, it just... Yeah, it looks really neat.
But it's actually a dog to play. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know why I'm defending it.
Like, it has only one flaw, but the flaw is that there's no game.
But it's like a knock on it.
It hasn't...
It's a game. It's a crab game. I'm not. It's not. It is a video game. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot of.
It's too easy.
It lacks so much challenge that it doesn't feel like it's actually worth playing. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like you're actually... Like, I think the only
It's
challenge
a
is,
knock
like,
on.
to find a way to, like, cheese the level as best as possible. based
Pretty
on-
much.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It belongs where it belongs. It's just. I don't know why I'm defending it, honestly.
Honestly, it feels
I
kind
just
of
feel
like a
sorry for
shame. Like, it's like the 132X game that Sonic had, and it's like...
Sonic's not even in it.
No, he's in
You
the
feel okay
ending.
because it's not a modern game, and because it's like actually got like but like
I feel sorry for it. That's my fault.
Yeah.
Sorry. The funny thing is, like, the reason it's as bad as it is entirely because of the Bungie system. Because it's like this gimmick creates too much momentum.
it's a
So when you
game
just slow you
built
down-
around a mechanic that turned out to be a bad idea, and it's a very hard thing to like completely scrap a game because the core mechanic just doesn't work.
They should have realized that when they did Sonic Crackers. So,
Yeah, it's like they didn't release that for a reason. Or finish
they
it.
should have said like, hey, this isn't really gonna work. But they made it, so yeah. No, it belongs in D.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just
Okay, and then
because
E
it's
we
the
kinda
one.
did-
It's the worst game of that classic era. You know that not
Oh,
getting into
yeah.
8 and stuff.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think this is already in order.
Yeah, we kind of did as we did.
Yeah, like,
It's shockingly bad and lazy, but it's still a playable 2D Sonic game without any weird alternate gameplay styles or anything. It just drags the pacing
Yeah.
down. There's no help world, so it's shit. But it's it's a bad 2D Sonic game, but at least it's a 2D Sonic game.
it's like I almost feel like you could almost reasonably put this in D just because it's so mediocre at the end of the day, but it does really belong here based on just the name and just the awful idea behind splitting into episodes and just...
And also the awful graphics.
Oh god,
Wow.
no, yeah, it looks terrible.
The music. Like,
Awful music.
Like, if you look at this, at all the games that are on here, even like the only games that I would say were like truly bad soundtracks are the 2 Sonic 4 games.
Yeah.
Like every soundtrack here has at least has some redeeming tracks. If your Sonic game doesn't even have decent music, then you've royally screwed up.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm looking. I was like,
You're beyond redemption. How do you screw that up?
even Secret Rings was like, there was interesting stuff with the music. Like, it wasn't boring. Like, jeez.
Yep.
So,
06 had
06 had
Music
pretty good
art.
music.
yeah.
It had some pretty good tracks.
I actually can't remember any music for Shadow, but that's just
No,
me.
actually, yeah, Shadows was pretty bad. I remember at one point we were actually like listening to it, and we're like, this is bland as hell.
It's edgy rock, but it's not offensively bad like a clown bad 3 MIDI bad attempts at, hey, I'm technically using the Genesis instruments.
Oh god, yeah.
God.
But even then, even
It
Shadow.
doesn't make you want to. Shadows is kind of boring. It's not like I want to plug my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just definitely bland. I just remembering us listening to it and being like, this is just...
It's
it's
again
nothing.
that difference between boring and bad.
Yeah, for sure. But the actual gameplay, in terms of these two...
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sonic 4 doesn't have obnoxious loading times.
Yeah.
Sonic
fine with it, I
06
think.
is perhaps objectionably worse than Shadow, but it's more way more fascinating.
I think the 06 is like the way it changes scenery and the palette of Shadow just wore me down. Just every level is like red, black, and brown. It was just such a drag, even if it is
Yeah,
more competent.
I was remembering the level length of that one Shadow level we saw, the Lost Impact.
Oh,
And then I remembered, there were actually a lot of levels in Sonic 06 that were, like, oppressively long. Like, there was a couple that were over 10 minutes. And it's like, we were watching a long play that was actually done relatively, like, really well. And they still were, like...
Yeah, but they didn't loop like that Lost Impact did.
yeah, and
No.
we didn't know. We
Lost
also didn't
Impact
see through every
looped.
Shadow level.
Oh,
We only
God.
saw
And
like
we
that
also
one
didn't see fucking Soap's Mad Space or whatever, the fucking
Oh, that, like,
grid.
yeah, the grid,
And-
yeah. Good
As soon as I
lord.
saw the grid, I'm like, oh god.
Oh my god, that was... I didn't think they could make a level worse than Lost Impact, and it was there in Shadow the Hedgehog, in another path. It's like... God, I actually feel bad we didn't cover it in the video, because looking at it, I was like, this is madness. Like, this is just actual chaos as level design. It's like, you're on, like... It's like one of those grinding levels, but they made into a maze. It's
A
like...
grid maze, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Rail
The
Canyon. but it-
internet, whoa.
Oh my god.
And even if you want to talk about these games just beyond gameplay, these and things like that, just the very concept of Shadow is so astronomically stupid. Like it's just stupid.
Sonic 06 is really stupid too, though.
It
It's
is,
like-
but it doesn't.
Shadow is stupider, but Sonic is stupider because it drags in Sonic into the stupid.
God, it's...
It's not edgelord the game though. Like the way like Shadow pumps in the intro, it's just like. It's not, 06 is like full of baffling decisions, but at least they're. I don't know.
But
amusing,
it
very
touches like the
weird.
whole thing, where Shadow kind of mostly touches Shadow, you know?
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of characters in Shadow, but
I mean, they are, but they're just kind of there.
I
that's
also
true.
feel like Shadow's like overall tone is like kind of oppressive. At least 06 has got like for the most part like blue skies and things like that. You know, it's not.
I was actually mostly... Like, I think they're in the right order. I was mostly trying to think to myself, like, which of these is a lower point for Sonic Team? It's like... 06 has just...
Well,
I'd say 06 because it was their big like 25th
Yeah,
anniversary.
uh,
Shadow has some credibility at being a spin-off.
That's the thing. Yeah, Shadow is a spin-off game. It's not. I mean, it didn't
I-
have a level in
Like,
generation.
it's almost not a spin-off, but it's definitely not like this
terms
is
of,
front
like,
and
the-
center. We named it Sonic the Hedgehog with no subtitle. We released
Yeah.
it for the fucking like big anniversary. We rushed it out for the big anniversary. It's buggy as shit. It's incompetent as shit. It's unfinished as shit. Like
yeah.
Shadow's more bad ideas rather than like just like.
But it's a Shadow game. It's like you kind of expect that. It's like we made a game based on Shadow the Hedgehog. And you're like, it's crap. I'm like, yeah, it's based on Shadow the Hedgehog. Of course it's gonna be crap. I think it's like, yeah, 06 is a lower point. For the same reason why Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is an E tier. There may be worse 2D Sonic games than Sonic 4. In fact, Sonic Blast on the Game Gear is probably a worse game than Sonic 4, but it's not called Sonic 4. And the only reason we looked at it and did a commentary on it and included it in this tier list is because the other balls are called Sonic the Hedgehog 4. That's why I say, and the reason Sonic the Hedgehog 06 is in here is because it's like their big reboot, and that's why it's so disappointing.
Yeah.
Whereas if you put some spin-off, it's like, who gives a shit, you know? But no, they tried, they failed.
I feel like, not to defend the character Shadow the Hedgehog too much, but I think honestly, he wouldn't be as awful of a character if the game didn't exist, like his spin-off game. Because he was used like pretty well in Heroes, I'd say. Like there was.
We didn't see much of him in the commentary because of like my choice to just do one campaign.
Yeah.
But he had that one line, just seemed kind of smug and just kind of smirked.
Yeah,
Seen
yeah.
out the character for him, but quite.
He had a little bit of that in Adventure 2 as well. Like he was a little more like kind of cocky, and yeah, it wasn't like grimdark. He was just kind of serious. And then Heroes, he was used a little bit better. And then when they did the spin-off, they just leaned into the wrong kind of crowd. I'd say like they appealed to the wrong people and just
Age group.
yeah. So
Yeah, but yeah.
I just think that character wasn't that bad, and then they did that spin-off. Like, not that that spin-off could have been any good, because why the fuck no one needs this game, but Jesus Christ, the execution on that is worse. Like, the worst it possibly could have been.
If you want to like review these as terms of just the actual just concept, not even just ignoring the execution, like that's just a terrible concept.
Yeah.
That's just a bad idea. And they did it badly, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Jesus Christ.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Yeah.
Where would you put
Who does
Sonic
he
Battle?
get?
Just out of curiosity.
I don't hate it. I can't bring myself to hate it.
No, I don't either.
It's not. Yeah, we played this. Let's put one nails in shit. Just laugh.
Yeah.
Whatever's happening.
I think,
See,
yeah,
low C.
because it's got a lot of neat ideas in it. It looks really nice. Like, it's got great sprite work. And
To be honest with you, its biggest flaw is that to make your character, to make Emerald is just an absolute grind. Like they I don't know if they made a mistake or something, because the number of points you need, the number of fights you need to win to just apply one move is just astronomical and just such a grind.
oh god,
But the actual gameplay is, it's alright. I don't like the rock paper scissors thing, but instant kill, that's a bit stupid. But it's alright. It's fine.
The story was actually, I feel like I appreciate the story more and more as time goes
I like
on.
I like the story as well.
Like it fits the characters it was applied to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a Sonic game, the story I remember was pretty decent. I mean, to be fair, I haven't like done that campaign since first release. I'm a teenager, so I can't detail it. But
It was very silly, but it was the right kind of silly. Like it kind of has that Sonic Heroes thing of like being just kid friendly enough while also still being, you know, palatable.
not yeah. I also like the art style, like that kind of graffiti kind of looking
Oh yeah.
art style it uses. So and that's not just on the boxer that carries over to the in-game like portraits and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's quite nice.
Yeah, no, it's a good. I'd say it's a good game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bit grindy, and it's on a. It's like a multiplayer game on something that needs like link up, which is great. It'd be nice to do like local multiplayer, but that is what it is.
I think that's the most thing is it had a lot of padding. Like even just like actual fights in the game, there's a lot of just like okay, do this fight again, and it's like come on. But other than that, no.
Let's see what else is on here that we can add just for the hell of it.
Well, you'd have the expensive colors.
I do, but I never beat it. I don't feel like it's been too long. You could do Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles separately. Like, where would you ban those if you separate them?
That's really hard.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Oh god, where's 3?
Up. Obviously the EU cover. That's probably why you're not seeing it.
Ah, yeah.
Up. Up. Left.
No. Oh, is that? No.
Left.
Oh,
yep.
There we go.
Yeah, someone in Carnival Night.
Oh.
So, right, separating these games, where the hell would you put them? Are you even on the same tier?
They might go on A, honestly. Because I think they're both really good, but like together they form like a really solid.
They're better than the sum of parts.
Yeah, absolutely. Whereas like, because they feel kind of short, especially Sonic 3. It always felt kind of short to me. It's 6 stages, 2x each, and then it's just big arms. So I've always kind of felt like, yeah, they're really good.
Just big arms.
They're just big arms, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. I think Sonic 2 by itself is definitely better than those two separate, but yeah.
Oh well, now you have to have them fight each other though.
Sonic 3 is better than Sonic and Knuckles.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just straight up, I'm like, I just think you know, you think about the level order, you know, the ice cap there, you got, you know,
yeah.
Launch base is a pretty good finale for something that wasn't really supposed to be a finale level.
Oh god, yeah.
Sonic Knuckles is kind of weird, like just by itself.
It is weird. Like, I think mostly it always felt weird to me because it was the one that came after 3, but it didn't have the battery save. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have a battery. Oh, because it uses another battery save.
Yeah. It's more like arcadey in that way.
I think when I was like really, I was like 5 years old here. I remember playing Sonic and Knuckles, and it was like disappointing because I was like expecting like the big Sonic. I guess at the time you thought it would be Sonic 4, you know, but it wasn't. And then you realise you'd lock them together and get the actual game.
I guess
by itself, it was just kind of it felt more incomplete than Sonic 3 did by itself, and I can't really articulate why. Maybe it's because Sonic 3 has like a proper intro, and the final level feels like a final level.
Yeah, I mean, Sonic Knuckles, ends on the death egg. It's pretty definitive, but
it's just something about the inclusion of its levels. It's like if you separate it all, it doesn't. Super picky and nerdy as a Sonic fan, but it's like I don't know, it doesn't fill all the quotas. It's because it's the latter half of the game. You get all the hardest levels like Flying Battery and Sandopolis are pretty tough, you know.
yeah.
But they're relatively early. Flying Battery's like what is that like Zone 2?
Yeah, that's Zone 2.
That's quite a difficulty spike. If you view it as it's just its own Sonic game, that's not an easy level. That boss is going on. And Sandopolis 3. Like, Jesus Christ, with the ghosts?
I still don't know what you're talking about with Flying Battery's boss being hard. Like, that is not a hard boss. I'm sorry. He just kind of swings there and...
I remember being challenging when I was a kid. And also there's two parts to it, there's the laser as well. Which again, it's like not even a boss, it's mindless, but... there's a lot of like crushes and death pits in Flying Battery.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
it's
the actual
pretty
level.
tough for level 2.
No, the actual level is really, really tough. And then
again, if you view it as its own thing, the difficulty curve in Sonic Knuckles by itself is pretty weird. Like Mushroom Hill's fine.
I didn't realize, because I don't think I've actually played Knuckles by itself a lot. Because when you have it, you can combine it with 3. You know.
If you got 3.
Yeah, and I think I always did have both of them. But like Lava Reef is like level 4, and then Sky Sanctuary is level 5. So that game actually seems pretty short too.
It's shorter than 3.
I didn't even
Because
realize
like
that.
Sky Century is only 1 act.
Yeah. It's a weird one. Yeah. So yeah, no, I definitely say 3 is better than Knuckles. But I would say combined that they're both a really, really good game. So.
Yeah, of course. I mean, again, like, this day and age, why would you separate?
Sonic 2 has a
That's
lot
cool.
of content in it by comparison of 3 and Knuckles separated.
Do you want to throw in Sonic Adventure DX? Where does that mean?
No.
But neither of those actually like changed their placing at all. They had a little things here and there in quality of life, but not enough to really
Listen.
actually change anything.
But it had a different lighting engine. It was so much worse and so much better. Wait.
Oh, is Mean Bean Machine on there?
Yeah, that's right here.
B, I guess, is fine.
I'd be willing to put it in low A.
It's so different though. Yeah, it's hard to say.
But it's
I have no experience with it. I've never played it.
Actually,
than any of those games.
probably high B more.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the earlier Puyo games.
What
Yeah,
about
it is what it is.
Sega.
I mean, it
Sonic?
has.
Maybe under Generations too.
I was gonna say Sonic Mania has to be better than Mean Bean Machine because you literally play Mean Bean Machine in Mania.
Oh god. Wacky Worlds. How about a really,
I guess
really low rent
Go on.
Mario Paint?
that's like D or even E. I think it's shit.
Probably. It can't be E. It doesn't piss me off that much.
No, it's.
Just put it on D just for What's the Chaos?
Wow, that's enough one.
Oh, Chaos 6 feels good about itself, man. Better than Key Wills. Toe Jam and Earl. Then again, Toe Jam and Earl's in Wacky Wills, maybe B, A.
Oh god.
Oh, the Sonic Racing games.
So the one I have experienced is Sonic Riders 1.
Oh god,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
Riders.
I would like, from what I think, I'd put that in. Been a while. I may be more kind to it than I think, but low B.
Sonic.
I see.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Riders was. Yeah, it was okay.
What I've heard is that it had like pretty good, like some really good ideas behind it, and it probably could have been refined over time. But they didn't do that because it's Sonic.
I don't even know where it is.
I've heard it's like bizarrely like
Oh yeah, no, it's.
the
Yeah.
mechanics are weird.
We should put Rush in here. That's what we should do.
I don't know it well enough. I can't.
Shit.
Yeah. Neither do I. I'm sorry.
I mean, maybe if I watched it, I could be fairer, but I don't know off the top of my head. I haven't played it enough. I mean, that's obviously it'd be on the low tiers if I couldn't even be bothered to play it.
Yeah, it was basically like the what was like the Sonic 2 or Sonic Advance 2 thing, where it's all like speed, but it had like the boost gameplay and also just death pits everywhere. It was.
I don't like the boost button. I just think it's lazy.
Nah, that was awful. I think
Leave it
we're
off there.
I think we've got pretty much.
Sonic and Sega Racing All Stars Transformed.
Again,
I don't have any experience
Yeah,
with that.
It's pretty good.
yeah, no, they look pretty good. I think we've basically covered everything that
Yeah.
we've actually played.
Oh, there's classic collections in the middle, which is hilarious. It's on the DS, but like the screen resolution's too low, so they have to like squeeze all the sprites, and it looks like shit.
Oops.
The emulation's like fine, but it looks terrible.
Oh boy, Sega Heroes. Why is there like a Sonic Boom 2 thing?
I have no idea. Sonic the Fighters is pretty good.
Sonic Schoolhouse.
That I haven't seen that.
There's not much to see. It's
F tier. Would it be above Sonic 4, Sonic 06, and Sonic Shadow the Hedgehog?
I guess if you want to be technical, yeah, I suppose it is worse than those. So Sonic Blast on the Game Gear, like holy shit. That needs to be seen to be believed.
Sonic Blast. I don't know.
It's on the top right, but yeah, it's
Oh.
it
Oh,
is
dear.
it is an absolute abomination. It might be the worst game on here. Maybe.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, no, you need to see it. You need to see it.
Let's go see it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's go see it. And then segue into.
Oh God.
Got you.
Oh yeah, I think this was on a bad games marathon.
96. This is pretty late.
Oh
Like,
God.
for that era.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Going by like that box art we saw, is it like relative
It has
to
nothing to do with 3D, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Apart
So
from
is it,
just re-rendered graphics?
Oh.
So do we play as Sonic or do we play as Blast?
Oh man, the Knuckles Echidna.
Look!
Oh God. Oh my God.
So
This is
what
why
is Sonic, but you can't see anything because
This is
everything's
why-
too big.
If we did videos on literally every Sonic game, we'd have to have an F tier because this exists.
Holy crap.
Oh, we got the red down arrow. Oh no.
Still looks better than 4. Oh, that
It doesn't, but compared to like what the technology standard would be, it does.
What the?
I know, I'm kidding.
Oh, you're. Oh God.
What a good fucking bonus stage.
I have to be honest, even after like all the stuff we said about Sonic, I have not touched the 8-bit games apart from the Pocket Adventure, which has always been kind of a blind spot in my Sonic knowledge. I was thinking about just sitting down and playing them one day, because I've heard they are good. The more traditional platformers, because you can't do the ridiculous speed you can on the 16-bit system.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember playing.
I like
a few
the
of them.
very half-assed attempt at 3D on this. It's like the special phases have to be 3D, but no.
Yeah, this is an abomination. What's this going on forever?
Oh my God.
Oh, we got a live?
Hooray!
Very
A life.
Mario, it's like you got like a star. Oh, that's nice, putting you right into an enemy. Has he got a double jump?
Oh God,
Looks
yeah.
like he does, yeah.
Look at the lightning
I
jump.
think I remember that was like his thing over Knuckles, I think.
I'm gonna look over here, I guess.
Again, this would be like one of these, like, this is the only Sonic game I ever played for some people. Look how bland the background is. I mean, the other Game Gear games weren't this, like, ugly.
No.
It's a
This
primitive
is-
system, but it wasn't
It's
this
like
bad.
it's like what, Donkey Kong Land?
Oh jeez, yeah.
It's kind of weird they did the pre-rendered thing, you know?
It was the times.
But on an 8-bit system, no less.
Ah.
Okay.
Well, I got him, and I guess.
I don't know how you're supposed to react to anything in this game. Screen space is atrocious. This looks like a pirate hack, you know?
It does. It. What was that?
That was the sound. I don't know.
I don't know if I'm gonna sit through this though.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look, it's the same pattern.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a
no.
boost?
Frank now. Every time we want to watch one of these things, we're like, oh, this would be neat. And then they like to get all the special stages, and we're like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
Well, I don't even bother with them when I'm playing. I backed out of that.
Yeah.
Do they even give emeralds in this thing, or is it just for extra lives? In which case, I really want to stab them.
I don't know. I know the first Sonic game on the Master System was had music by Yuzo Koshiro, which means it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of want to sit down and play those. I don't know if I want to make a thing of it, but maybe.
Oh, there's the emerald.
Is that... What the hell is... Oh, okay. Chaos Emerald. I just want to see the boss. That's all I want to see.
I'm gonna jump to the boss then.
It's coming up here in 30 seconds.
Did Knuckles beat the stage?
Wow, we're just going with that roll. We just kept going.
What? Knuckles! Holy crap.
Look!
Is this on the DS? Why are we looking down?
Oh, there were two Sonic Rush games,
yay.
weren't there? Saying there were two Sonic Rush games.
Oh, yeah, yeah, there was Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure.
Look out, I've got a boomerang!
So our strategy...
Oh, he wasn't even doing damage because he wasn't hitting the cockpit. Wait, did we just lose one ring?
Yeah, what the
We
hell?
still have 6.
See, that's what Mania should have done, and it would be less difficult.
What is that animation?
Fuck you.
It looked like he was, like, beckoning me. He's like, come here, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I thought he was sticking his finger up.
Oh, God.
Yellow desert.
I'm done. No.
Yeah. That was done a while ago.
Wow. I regret that. Anyway.
Can we buy Sonic and Knuckles? We have Sonic and Knuckles at home.
We've done it. We finally arrived at thegame.com.
I can't believe they copyrighted the Saturn.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Well, the load times are shorter than 06, so that's a good start. This is an official product, by the way. This was released in stores.
Can someone explain to me what Game.com is?
I actually remember when it was
So,
released.
you know Tiger handheld games? You know, those little LCD things?
Yeah.
Tiger got big enough to decide, you know what? Let's make our own, actual portable console. They didn't do too well, but they had made so many licensed Tiger games that they were able to actually get names for it. Like they have this, they have the Mortal Kombat, they have Resident Evil.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Resident Evil 2, Duke Nukem 3D. Like, it has big names attached to it because of these licenses they had for those pieces of shit.
Oh my god, the checkpoint doesn't even move. You just hear the sound point.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, and by the way, if this was a real Game.com, you would be seeing so much ghosting.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to make out what the fuck's going on.
See all the ghosting.
Not even just the ghosting, just like the reflective screen. I've seen one of these things in person. Cause I remember when they were released. They were heavily marketed. Like they really thought they had a chance. They had a touch screen. And modem support.
The way the rings animate when they get knocked out of you is, bizarre.
Yeah.
Looks like you have 3 times as many.
This is billed as Sonic 2. This is billed as a port of Sonic 2.
Ugh.
This is so depressing.
Is there music?
The music is.
That's great.
Boop, boop, boop,
He just jumped out of that into flight.
boop, 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 boop.
Sounds almost like Crash Bandicoot-esque.
This looks like Sonic 2 with like there was like those corruption programs that just completely distorts the palettes and the music. That's what this looks like.
The problem is if we did the tier list again, we'd have to like move everything up just to accommodate this.
What the fuck?
You see, like, and then you do Sonic Blast, which seems like the worst thing ever. Then you see this. Thankfully, I think this is the lowest of the low we've come to.
Yeah, I can't get that worse than this.
Like
This is somehow actually worse than 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Although
I mean, like, considering this is a mascot of a big video game company. Like, say what you will, this may be a tiny bit worse than Hotel Mario, you know?
oh
Maybe
yeah.
just a bit. Maybe just a bit.
I mean, fair, I don't think with this console you could have done a whole lot better. It sounds like.
No, it was. But there was a point where
Might
it's
have
just
been
like,
able
why'd you
to, but
try?
not like this.
I don't know, because it's like it had quite a few games. But it's like I don't know. It's hard to tell the difference between. They had a port of Fighting Vipers. It's hard to tell where they program is. Oh my god!
What the fuck?
This is
This
an
one-
alternate dimension.
This reminds me of the thing I had called the CyberGo, which was like the first thing I had that actually like let you download games onto it, and looks graphically on par with that, but it didn't like shoot above its weight. You know, it's like its games were like puzzle games, things like that. You know.
No sound or animation for the box. Just
The music gets me. It's like we didn't have the technology to make like actual music, so we just put in a couple of notes, and we're like, yeah, that'll do.
I just kind of playing around here.
What?
What's
What?
the chemical plants, boss?
What? What is he pouring on you? The grass?
Yes.
I pulled Mega Mac out of the fucking dirt.
So
Oh my
cool.
god, the explosion! Oh god.
He's trying to escape the game.com.
This was sold for money. You had to use money to acquire this. This was like a privilege.
This is a privilege. Oh my god. So welcome to Green Hill Zone Act again.
It was Emerald Hill. This is clearly Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Oh yes, yes.
A very faithful port.
I should check out, like, are we gonna see anything other than Emerald Hill?
You
No.
can't even make the joke of like we have Sonic 2 at home because it's just so fucking far removed. What is that like sprite tile layer? Yeah, it goes into it.
Oh my god.
Oh, speed shoes.
I wonder if
I can barely tell the difference.
I wonder if this was programmed by the people who just like their only experience of programming was the okay. That was quite a ruin, I guess.
Oh, now we have a boss again. Okay.
What the fuck?
What if you had all the bosses, but they were all on Emerald Hill?
So okay, Aquatic Ruin, right? You gotta wait for the arrows to shoot out, then you could stand on them so you could reach, or you just jump on them. Fuck it. You just jump. Who cares?
I can't believe they include a reference to that boss from the Sonic 4.
They can't do what you like the way the original boss worked because you can jump to the top of the screen in this game.
There's not enough screen space.
We're gonna scroll up? No? Okay.
I scrubbed ahead, and what's coming up is kind of amazing after all of that.
I just think it's important to see stuff like this when we're discussing the worst of the worst.
This is the best way to experience this game. Like, there's actually a worse way to experience it by playing it on actual hardware. That's... Did we get that checkpoint or not?
There's also Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, which is on a system which has no excuse for being that bad.
We should look at that. I want to see that.
I feel like I want to play it. I actually want to just stream it because I want to experience it firsthand. Oh, okay.
Now we're finally
I'm a
doing
car.
this. Except it had no collision at first.
I'm tempted to just stream Sonic Genesis.
Do it.
Sure, why not?
I've never played it before, but I feel like you have to be hands-on with that, based on what I've heard.
Oh my god.
Of course, you can't even pick up any of those rings. They're just kind of...
It's like 5 miles an hour. Get out of my way, Tails.
I'm going to run you over.
Oh, we're almost at the end of Sonic 2. This is the final boss.
What?
This is the final boss.
Oh, he got the drill back. Nice.
Let me go
The
get that.
final boss is the first boss.
Is this actually the end?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. Final score.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but there's also Sonic 3.
Boop, 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 boop,
Even
boop,
better.
boop, 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 boop,
Guess what? It's just Angel Island.
What do you know? Do you fight all the other bosses before you fight the waterfall boss?